Hi guys! First, it's Christmas time! So yeah, I'm sorry about like the weird light. I don't think the light is very good. But I wanted to be out here with the lovely Christmas tree, and hubby is away at a conference, so he's kind of home alone for the first time in a long time. Not alone, like I have all four of the kids, so it's definitely not alone, but I had them all in bed. All of them in bed, 3 of them asleep by 8 o'clock. It was great. Today, I want to talk about what I'm going to call active or productive stress versus inactive stress or anxiety. So, a big thing with tics in general that it was kind of reported across the boards is that they're worse when you're stressed out. And I've always been like, no, like they're not worse for me when I'm under stress. Like they're not. And if anything, they're better. Mm-hmm. And now my battery light is flashing at me, so I don't know how long this is going to last. We'll see. So I've always been like, no, that is something that is just like, it doesn't work for me, okay? But I figured something out after the neurologist appointment that was a fiasco. Oh, hey, I forgot something else. I am also doing, I'm having copropraxia now, which is just fantastic. I'm doing it out of the screen so you don't see it. Fuck. Bananas, hello. Don't. So, yeah, I felt like that didn't ever apply to me, and everybody's always asking, like, oh, I think worse when you're stressed out. I'm like, no, that's not something I've experienced. And then I figured out, yeet, fuck. I figured out after this neurologist appointment that what people mean when they say stressed is not what I mean when I say stressed. Or I think this is not the same thing. So I'm going to try to explain it. So, shit. Okay. Yeah, we're doing that. This is, yay! Let's add another thing, just why not? I feel like we've covered almost the whole range at this point though, so that's good, right? Like, there's not much more to add, right? Okay, where was I? Okay, so active or productive stress. This is the type of stress that I am most often under. So an example of this would be I procrastinated on a deadline, which is like super stereotypical for me, and it's 11 o'clock at night and I'm trying to, for example, make my nephew's birthday cake and get it done in time for the party that's at 2 o'clock the next day, and I have to be out of the house at noon or something, and I have to like make the whole cake and I do like cake builds, like cars and that kind of thing. I'm not super great at it, but it's something I enjoy, Shit. I have to sing in choir tomorrow. It's gonna be really bad. I really don't want this to be a problem tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, I'm not the greatest at it, but I enjoy doing it. I did like a castle for my daughter and that kind of thing. So it's just something that I enjoy doing. But it takes a lot longer than I anticipate that it will take. And so it'll be, 2 hours before, and I'm like scrambling, trying to get this done, making frosting, coloring the frosting, trying to get the different pieces of the cake put together. And so that's the kind of stress that I call active or productive stress, where I can feel like the pressure of getting the thing done, but it's not, I can do something about it. That's what, like, it's productive because that stress is kind of pushing me toward accomplishing whatever it is I'm trying to accomplish. Or like trying to find the shoes. Oh my goodness, shoes! I hate shoes so much. My kids lose their shoes every single day, and I have like systems set up so that this does not happen, and it still happens every single day. But yeah, like we'll be late trying to get somewhere, and I'm like, come on guys, get your shoes, let's go. And they're like, we can't find our shoes. Fuck, hello, hello. And it's just like every single time we have to go somewhere, at least one child, usually more, can't find their shoes. So I'm, running around the house, tearing through the house, trying to find one of their 3 or 4 pairs of shoes that they have so we can get going. So that's what I mean by, productive stress. Like it's not something that is causing me anxiety where I'm just sitting there worrying about it. I'm able to do something about it, and it's pushing me to, go faster or be more efficient, whatever. Conversely, we have what I'm calling inactive stress or anxiety. I do not experience anxiety, like hardly ever, which I am super thankful for, because I know that is something that a lot of people would deal with on a regular basis. It's like, I don't know, I feel like I'm just like missing that part of my brain, because very, very rarely do I feel anxiety about something. I saw a flow chart once that kind of sums up how I feel about life, and it was like, do you have a problem in life? No? Then why worry? Do you have a problem in life? Yes? Can you do something about it? No? Then why worry? Can you do something about it? Yes? Then why worry? That's like, that really sums up like my take. And it's just, I don't experience anxiety. The way a lot of people do. Because if I can't do anything about it, like why am I stressing myself out about it? And if I can, then why am I stressing myself out about it and not fixing the problem? So, that being said, I was stressed out about this neurologist appointment. I had so much anxiety going into it. I think I mentioned in my other video, like my blood pressure was way higher than it normally is. My heart rate was up, like I was stressed. I could not, when I went into the exam room and was waiting, shit. When I went into the exam room and was waiting for the neurologist to come in, like I couldn't stay sitting down. I had to be standing, and I was pacing and jumping up and down because that's a tick that sometimes happens. They were actually doing construction right out the side of the window, so I was like watching the construction going on and thinking that the construction workers must be freezing, because it was 18 degrees, I think, when I went in to the office. Bananas. And they were wearing like hoodies. Like they looked like they must be really cold to me. Anyway, I was watching the construction workers, I was jumping up and down, I was pacing because I could not just sit in the chair and wait like that. Anxiety was way, way up here. Which is the first time in like a super, super, super long time that I can remember feeling that way. Shit, hello, bananas. Even on this road trip, my video before, where I was talking about the road trip that we went on, where we went to the hot springs, and there were like these signs saying, oh, by the way, don't get any water in your mouth because of the brain-eating amoebas. And like, I was super stressed about that, but it wasn't anxiety stress because I could do something about it. And doing something was making sure none of the kids fell in the water and got water in their mouth so that they would... Okay. So that's the difference. I'm all over the place, guys. Shit. Hello, bananas. Turkey. That's a new one. So, yeah, even like that was stressful, but it was still productive stress because there was still something I could do to affect the situation. Up until the neurologist actually got into the room, there was nothing I could do. Like I could try to think in my head about what I was gonna say. Bananas, hello, mangoes, turpentine. Son of a tractor. Yes, heck yes. Oh my goodness, wow. I don't know, I've like triggered something here. So yeah, when I was like in the office, there wasn't really a lot I could do. Like there really wasn't anything I could do to manage like the stress. It was not like there was no active role I could take to help with it. And once the neurologist came in, I was still nervous. Bananas. Hello, 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 call me. Fucking mangoes. Oh my goodness. Once the neurologist came in, I was still nervous, but I could take an active role at that point, because then I could talk. Like I could talk to her and manage it that way. And so it turned from anxiety at that point into active stress, which I handled really well. So that's my whole theory going on here. I should have saved this for Theory Thursday. Maybe I will. Maybe you won't see this until Thursday. I don't know. Today's Saturday, so I don't know. We'll see. Shit. Bananas. Hello. Huh. So that's my theory for me, is that when people have been asking me, like, is it worse under stress? And I've always been like, no, it's not. It's never worse under stress. It is if I'm anxious or if I'm experiencing inactive stress, where I cannot take an active role to manage that and to do something about it. If I can do something about it, then I'm fine. Like, I can handle the stress. Like, go ahead, it's fine. Like, I can manage it. And actually, the tics seem to be a little bit less at those times, because I am really focused on trying to get whatever it is done. So the first one I did, I think I made 650 cupcakes. 600 cupcakes, something along those lines. Second one, I only had to do like 350 or 400 maybe, which I loved doing, and it was a really great experience. And I loved doing the design and everything. I felt like I was on Cupcake Wars, which is one of my favorite shows. I love that show. But for my sister's wedding, I was doing the cupcakes, and I was in the wedding party. And I had like several other things I was trying to do. There were a whole bunch of details in the last couple of weeks that had not been addressed. And like, I actually went down a full week before the wedding to my parents' house to help my sister for that whole week, just like getting stuff done. And it was so stressful. Like, it was way up here. But it was productive stress. And I had next to no tics. Now, granted, this was before things got like bad again, so it was 5 years ago ish. But still, like, it was in late fall. I did not experience much of any tics, like that I noticed. It didn't happen. And my brother's wedding, same thing. Like, I was doing cupcakes. I wasn't in the wedding party, but I was basically, I was being an assistant photographer, like an assistant photographer. And they wanted me to take some extra pictures for them during the ceremony. I feel like there was something else I was doing too, but I can't remember what it was now. So like, there was a lot. There was so much going on. I was so stressed out. Like, oh my goodness. I didn't even put my hair up that day. I looked like a wreck. Somebody asked if I was the caterer, and I took it as a compliment. I mean, like, oh, you think I'm a caterer? Like, my cupcakes are so good. But actually what they may have meant was, you don't look put together enough to be a guest at the wedding. I'm not sure. Now that I think about it, I don't know. I could not tell you 100% which way it was. But again, no tics. And this was after like things were starting to get bad again. But it was in the spring, so like that's usually when they're better for me. But still, like, that did not cause any issues, because again, it was what I'm calling productive or active stress, where I was doing something. Like, the stress was propelling me, as opposed to just like the anxiety, where it's not something that you can fix. Like, you can't do anything about it. So yeah, that's my theory, and I feel like it's pretty solid. And again, like that's the kind of stress or anxiety that I feel almost never, because I can always do something. Like there's almost always something I can do to help the situation. It's very rare that I feel like there's nothing I can do. So that's my theory. I'm sticking to it, I feel like, for now at least. Hello, 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 hello. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Oh, I hate that one. Yeah, I had to count to 4 times. It makes me crazy. So anyway, that's all. I have another video that I'm gonna do still about tics and traveling. And I still have to finish my other video about the second half of our road trip. So yeah, hopefully you'll be seeing a lot from me. Admire my tree. It's beautiful. Look at that beautiful tree. It's so pretty. It makes me so happy. Christmas. I love Christmas, guys. I love Christmas. Okay. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.